Suppose we have something like this: acceleration is equal to t cube minus 2t square. Now, suppose you have been asked that when velocity will be equal to 0. You have to find that instant of time at which velocity is 0. So find t at which v is equal to 0. Now the approach will be the same. You're looking for velocity, so you actually have to get the expression of velocity, and acceleration is dv by dt, so it's a good point to start from. Replacing a as dv by dt. dv by dt is equal to t cube minus 2t square. Now dv is equal to t cube minus 2t square into dt. Normal arithmetic, bringing dt on the right hand side. So that's it. Now this is dv. We want v. This is a small change in velocity. We want the entire change in velocity from t is equal to 0 to t is equal to t. So we'll have to sum up all the changes. That means we have to integrate this. So integrating both the sides, one thing that we didn't discuss is to put the limit of integration. For example, we are looking for velocity change from start up till the current time. So we are looking for velocity from t is equal to 0 to t is equal to 0, t is equal to 0 to t is equal to t. And in that chain, the velocity would be from 0 to v. When time is 0, when we have started looking at it, then when t is equal to 0, then the velocity would be 0. And as the time progresses, then velocity value will change. So at any particular value of time, let's say t, the velocity would be v. Now I'll tell you, we put the limit like this. We'll have more practice and you'll learn. But for now we put the limit like this, and what we do is the integration of dv is v. And after that we put the limit on this. The idea of putting the limit is you will first put the upper value minus the lower value. For example, in this case the upper value is v minus the lower value. When you put lower value 0 in v, it will be 0. So v minus 0. Okay, this is v minus 0. Now we integrate this normally as we do. T to the power 4 by 4 minus t cube 2t cube by 3. Now once we have integrated this, then we put the limit 0 to t. Now what we do is we put the upper value. Upper value is t, so simply putting t in the function t to the power 4 by 4 minus 2t cube by 3. This is when we have put the upper value in the upper limit minus, and now we replaces the variable with 0. Now when we do that, the entire thing becomes 0 minus 0. This is how we integrate with proper limits. Now this thing is simply velocity is t to the power 4 by 4 minus 2t cube by 3. This is velocity. Okay, now they were asking when velocity is 0. So just see when it is 0, just put this as 0. You will get, what will you get? You will get t is equal to 8 by 3. At 8 by 3 seconds, velocity is 0. So the important thing was to get the expression of velocity by integrating the expression of acceleration, because you get acceleration by differentiating the expression of velocity. A is dv by dt. From here, if you differentiate this, you will get that same function of acceleration. If you differentiate velocity, you will get acceleration. And to get velocity, actually you have integrated acceleration. Now suppose we have an expression of velocity. V is 3t cube minus t square by 2. Okay, or let me change it like this. We have an expression of velocity like this, and I'm asking what is the maximum displacement of the body whose expression of velocity versus time is this. I'm asking maximum displacement. That means what if you think about it, what would happen is if the particle is at origin, it will go to some extent on the x-axis and then come back. So it will have some maximum displacement to its positive x-axis, and then it will go into the negative side. So I'm asking this, what is the maximum displacement? We have done previously a problem like this. Now you should actually rub yourself with this problem and get the maximum displacement. Think what will be the condition at which the maximum displacement will occur, and then find the expression of displacement as we have been doing, and then find the maximum displacement. Do it. So assuming that you have done this, let us start discussing this. Now displacement will be maximum at the point at which velocity or acceleration becomes 0. Because what will happen is, when the body is at origin, some force will be acting on this, and due to that force there will be some acceleration, and there will be some velocity, and there will be some displacement. Now what would happen, that force will become weaker and weaker. At some point it will become 0, and after that it will reverse its direction, it will become negative, and from there the velocity will start to decrease. Decrease, it becomes 0. And then particle starts a reverse motion in the backward direction. So actually you have to find the point at which the velocity becomes 0 other than t is equal to 0. At t is equal to 0 you will see velocity is 0. But apart from t is equal to 0, when the velocity is 0, that is a t, that is actually the point at which there is maximum displacement, and after that the velocity will become negative. That means it will start the motion in reverse direction, and the displacement will it will again start to come nearer and near to origin, and displacement will start to decrease, and then it goes on the left hand side, displacement will start to become negative. So maximum displacement meaning maximum positive displacement. Magnitude of displacement should be maximum. The sign, considering the sign as well, numerically the displacement should be maximum. Suppose it is 5 and then it has covered minus 10, then this is the maximum displacement, not this. So maximum displacement, you will consider the sign as well. Now let's see, velocity becomes 0. V is equal to 0 at what point? When 3t cube becomes t square by 2. That means t becomes 1 by 6. It's simple. At t is equal to 1 by 6, the displacement will be maximum. And then find the displacement. You just have to find the expression for displacement and put t is equal to 1 by 6. That's it. V is ds by dt. And V is given as minus 3t cube plus t square by 2. So displacement, I'm doing it straight away, just integrate this, would be minus 3t ki power 4 by 4 plus t cube by 6. Okay, this is the expression of displacement, and what you have to do is just put t is equal to 1 by 6 and get the maximum displacement. So this is trivial, I'm leaving it for you.